Hello everyone, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Brian.
And we're the WV Gamers. And in the lower picture is Amy and Bella.
They're both there.
Bella, our yellow lab, just had surgery 2 days ago on Tuesday, so she may be lounging around more often in her bed this video.
And please ignore her little boo boos and stuff from surgery. She's very conscious about it.
So's mommy.
Anyways, we decided the first Thursday? First Thursday of every month, we're going to start going through some of our games of opportunity that we've purchased at some point in time, if not actually gotten around to actually playing because, well, we get a lot of games. Sometimes we get a Kickstarter that we're really excited about, but then we're in the middle of demoing a whole lot of stuff, so it kind of just gets on the shelf. That's where mine comes from tonight. And Amanda has a game that you picked this up
on clearance somewhere at Barnes and Noble, I think.
Something like that.
Something like that. So for our shelf of opportunities, as I like to call them, not shelf of shame, I will be teaching Patchwork, the Doodle game. It's a quick little game. I tried it the other night just to give myself an opportunity to learn it before I taught it tonight. It was a lot of fun. I did not get a very good score though. And then Brian's is Inoka.
Yep.
That we backed on Kickstarter a few years ago. It was actually one of like our first Kickstarters that we ended up backing. So
yeah, and I really like the idea of the game. It's just when it came in, that was in the middle of when we were doing a lot of demos for Envoy, and it just like we were trying to learn so many other games at the same time, we just never got around to this one. Yep. So we're finally getting this one broken out.
So tonight we're going to start with Patchwork, and then we're going into Inoka. So we each have a little like piece of cardboard, so when we're drawing on it, we're not damaging our playmat. So this doesn't come with the game. It's not actually required. We're just doing that.
It's a new playmat. It's a new table. I'm very anal about trying to keep things as clean as possible.
So in the game, you're going to see that it comes with a 6-sided die, and it has 2 1s on it, 2 2s on it, and 2 3s on it. So it also has like a little meeple person that will be used to track the rotation around the little game board. And of course, the manual. Here is my little score sheet from the other night. I scored a 74. Not the greatest.
I was to say, is that good? Because I will be learning this for the first time. Well, I have not seen this game. I saw her coloring, but I just thought she was coloring.
In the solo mode, in the rulebook, it says 100 plus points are considered a good score. That's for the solo mode. So
good. That means I have a chance tonight.
But there's a bunch of these sheets. Like what Brian and I usually do is we laminate one of them so then we can make copies if we run out. But there's quite a few of them and they're double-sided, so I think we'll be fine. So I will give you that one. I'm going to use the back side of my previous one.
Okay.
And then that just gets off to the side. So, there's color pencils. Would you like to use the color pencils? If not, I have Crayola crayons as well.
I'm a color pencil guy.
Okay.
I like them. I like the colors that they produce. Just look better to me.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull on a few crayons.
So is the idea we use different colors?
It's different designs, really.
Mm-hmm. Different colors just helps it stand out a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm fine with it. I will do colors.
Let's go with an orange. So, pulled out a few. So, the object of it is you're crafting a beautiful quilt. Is easier said than done, especially if the oddly shaped patches just don't fit together. This is why proper work starts at the drawing board. Choose your patches carefully and use that tool at your disposal on the right to design the most beautiful of the quilts and win the game. with 2020, my cousin Nikki, who's not so little anymore, she's a young lady now. She started learning how to quilt after her mom passed away, and she's made a few wall hanging quilt things, and they're really cool. And it makes me think of her every time I look at this manual. So, what we'll do, if you will shuffle these up, and if you will pass out just one
One to each player?
one to each, and then the rest goes back into the box.
I didn't realize one was flipped up.
It was probably mine from the other day.
Yours, mine, and gone.
Okay. So that is going to be your starting design that you will put on your playboard somewhere.
Oh, okay.
And you'll draw it out. Like mine is this guy here. And the number down in the corner is because it contains 7 pieces.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 7, yeah.
And I also have a 7. It's an extended plus sign, basically.
Okay.
So we just put this anywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just basically something that's going to be in the way to start off the game.
Yes.
Okay. Now, would we do this before we looked at this stuff? I guess that's a question.
No,
This can be out. Okay.
Because it says to shuffle and deal these out prior to dealing out that.
Okay. That'll just give me an
4,
idea
5, 6, 7, 8, yeah.
what some of these shapes look like, so then I know what we're working with.
I think I'm just going to pick like in the middle.
And anyone who's not familiar, Patchwork is also a pretty popular 2-player. Oh, I forget the term for it. Basically, it's like a Tetris-y style. You have these different shapes, and they're actual little tiles, and you're putting them in front of you, if I recall correctly. It's been a while since we played Patchwork.
Yeah, you're building a patchwork. And I'm just coloring mine in, but you can do designs on it or whatever you would like.
Well, for the sake of time and people who might be watching, I'm just trying to be quick.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, what the manual has in it, so.
Get really creative and whatnot.
So, like, mine had the 7 pieces. So, I just did kind of in the center of the board. Last time that I tried it, I started down in the corner here, but I kind of did that.
And mine's so light, you might not even be able to see it.
I
but
don't
it's
even
here.
see it.
It is here.
So we'll start that. And then we'll each take turns rolling the dice. And like we can start the guy like here. And whatever it lands on, and it goes around clockwise around the table. So like it landed on 1. We would all take this card here and draw the next one somewhere in it, and then it gets removed from this round. We'll continue play until there's 2 cards left. Let me double check that. No,
it might be visible. Yeah, there
you go. Oh, and drawing it is optional. You don't have to draw it. You can just pass. But you, and then you can also rotate it. So instead of it being like this, it could be like this, or you can like flip it.
Okay, so it can be rotated any way as long as it's still that shape on your paper.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's 4 special abilities on your little score sheet down here. One is instead of taking like this card that we landed on, you can go for 1 on either the left or the right. But that one still remains. This one still goes away.
Mm-hmm. So
like if I don't like this one, I can go for either of these 2.
And that just uses your one-time ability.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
But I still use this one.
Correct.
Okay.
The next one down is where you can just put in one block. Like if you put it in such a way that you had an empty square, you can utilize that second option, cross it out, and fill in just a single square. The next one is a neat ability where you cut like your design in half, just one cut. So like utilizing this one here, if you cut it once, you could have the L, or you can have the 1, or if you cut it this way, you could have a 3 line or a 2 line.
So as long as you cut it in a straight line, you have two
Yes.
pieces of block to work
Correct.
with. Okay.
And then the next part, let me look that one up, because I don't remember what that ×2 one is. Oh, the ×2 is you can use the special actions a second time. Just one of them you can use, and you cross it out, and you can utilize one of those other 3 abilities.
Now, when you use the fill in one block, is it instead of playing one of these, or is it in addition to?
I believe it's in addition to, but let me double check.
Again, this is the first time we're really playing this. That's kind of the idea behind our shelf of opportunity. We each read our own games and just kind of get a good feel for them, and then we go and teach you. So you can kind of see the level of difficulty of any of these games just by seeing how we are struggling, basically learning it. If you watch us play the Fallout, you'll understand what I mean by that, because we had some mistakes in that one, which we knew going into it was going to be a heavier game. So this gives you that same kind of idea that, oh, this is a pretty light game. You only had to reference the rules a few times, and they're pretty simple answers. So that's kind of the idea behind it.
You can do these actions in conjunction with drawing.
So in addition, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Or if you don't want to draw it, you can pass and utilize one of those as well.
Oh, okay.
And then scoring. At the end of the round, when we're down to on the 2 patch cards left, we'll go into the scoring. And the scoring is we find our largest square, and then it'll be like if it's a 3x3, it's 3 times 3. You'll get 9, and then plus if you have a column or a row that is in addition to like if you have the 3 and then you have a 4th one, you can add 1, so then it'll be 9 plus the 1. We'll get to that once we get to that.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. We'll do it over the course of 3 rounds. The 3rd round is slightly different towards the end, but once we get there, we'll get that.
Okay, so it's 3 rounds?
3 rounds.
Okay.
Would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
What is the thing right below the 3?
That is minus points for any
Okay, you'll
unused.
count up the number of them and you lose points. Okay, so
lose
you
points.
really want to have as many points or squares filled in as possible.
Correct.
Okay. So, at this point, we just roll and move the little guy around and do the thing that's in front of it?
Correct.
So if we roll a 1, it's right where it is, or does it actually move?
No, it'll go here.
Okay.
Because this is like...
it counts ahead of it.
1, 2, and 3.
Now, does this guy ever move?
Yeah, he'll land wherever the card is that it'll land.
And then this goes away.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense. Okay, go ahead. I'll let you roll. So
2.
he actually goes here.
He'll go there.
Okay.
And if you need to, you can pick up the card. Like in some of the shapes, like it shows you like what the mirror image of it is.
Yeah, it's just literally flipping it. That's what I kind of figured. Okay. So we just need to use that somewhere. Okay. I had an idea up here, and I think I did a dumb thing the way I did this. Let's see. So I guess this would be like this. Do I really want to work myself into a corner? Yeah, we'll just go with it.
I had to rotate it so then I could see.
Okay. Color. And now, is this just a 2-player game like Patchwork was, or is this...
No, it can go up to 1 plus 6 plus.
Nice.
We can even do this as one of our games of when we're streaming if people want to join in and play it with us.
Yeah.
I can take a picture and upload the little sheet so people can play along.
I wouldn't be surprised if on their
May
website.
be available on there.
So this is what I've done with mine. If you can see the little diamonds, I can't even see the screen from this angle.
No, like I can see your X's.
The bad thing is normally we have a TV that's plugged in, and we kind of forgot to do that before we hit the stream button. So.
Oh, and these can go in the box too.
Oh yes.
So this one just goes away.
Okay. And now I roll.
And now you roll.
Just going ahead of one.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's do this one.
Oh, I guess the goal is you really want to get squares, huh?
4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, we'll go with it. Whatever.
If you can hear snoring, I believe that's our Amykin snoring.
Probably.
But yeah. So there is my third one.
Go ahead and roll. I'll go and get mine shown here in just a second.
That's fine. Where is it? There it is. Oh, we get to go 3. So 1, 2, 3.
So again, if you can see it, I have like circles over here showing it. All right, so a little 2, huh?
Mm-hmm. Let's go here.
So anybody watching, did you guys play? Has anyone played any games since the new year? Any exciting new ones, or anybody doing any of those like 10x10 challenges where you're gonna play a game 10 times in the year? I know Amanda is working on something for us to figure that out. We'll see if when we get that started, but we are gonna do that. Give it a shot at least.
Yeah.
All right, 2. So we go over there.
2.
Hey, this actually going pretty well. Let's see.
I kind of like messed myself up for in the future, I think.
We'll see how this weird thing's gonna work out. Looking at how scoring works or something.
I was looking to make sure it was 2 cards remain as the end of the round.
Okay.
And there is mine.
And again, mine just can't see that well, so we'll take a picture. We'll do really good at getting it close up right before the last. Okay, so I believe that was mine.
Yes.
So it's not your
Yeah,
turn?
so once we get down to 2 cards, that's when we do our first round of scoring.
So there'll only be 2 cards out.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Yeah, I hope I get...
1, 2.
Is that what I wanted? I don't think that's what I wanted. Because we need squares. Yeah, okay. Maybe. Let's see. So let's see. It's the T block. Now, do we get any points for not using our specials at the end?
I don't believe so, but I will double check with
Okay.
this.
Just kind of curious if it's encouraged to use them or if it's encouraged to try not to use them for bonus points. My guess is probably not because the score box is above those.
Nope, it doesn't have anything for it, so it's probably encouraged to use.
Okay, we're gonna try this. Maybe did not even help.
No.
Okay. Colored pencils just don't show up on camera. Lesson learned.
Okay, so this guy goes away, and it is your turn for the last roll.
What do I want to roll? I kind of actually, I'm literally okay with any of those. I'm gonna just go one.
Okay.
Man, it's looking a lot like Tetris right now. All right, so. And the nice thing about games like this, roll and writes and other similar style games, is it's really easy for anybody to kind of learn. They're not really difficult. There's a lot of strategy to them, despite what it looks like. Because you're it partly comes down to luck of what comes out, but also strategy of kind of realizing you don't want to work yourself into kind of a hole where you can't fill in an area. So, yeah. I'm not going to try to show this because we've clearly shown that the camera doesn't work for that. Maybe I'll take it over there where that camera's a little bit better at the end.
So, we're at the end of round 1 because there's 2 tiles left. So, what we're going to do is we're going to look for our biggest square on our board. Right now, mine is a 3x3.
Ooh.
You got a big one, don't you?
I've got a...
So what you'll do is you'll count up your row and column of your square and do like mine is a 3x3, so it'll be 9, and then you will add points for each additional like row or column that you have that's completed.
So basically we look for a square and then we look for anything that extends it into a rectangle.
So like mine is a 3x3, but I also have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be 3 times 3 is 9 plus 4. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points for the first round.
And I do not have any full columns, so I just get the 25 points for my 5x5.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I kind of royally screwed up because I left because now I'm filling in.
I have this weird issue up here where I have 4 slots. That's going to be hard. So I'm just kind of hoping that a 4 straight's going to come out.
And if not, you can always cut one of them.
Oh, yeah.
To get that.
I kind of forgot about that.
So, we're now into the second round. After the first round of the scoring, we will move the remaining 2 patches in the circle in front of the token.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. I can put him here. Okay. So that they'll be the next 2 cards in line. Then we're going to take 6 cards from here and place them around the circle. So we'll have another 8 cards.
And we'll end up doing the same thing again. Okay.
2, 3.
That's close.
4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Okay. Did I roll last or did you?
That's near me, so.
Okay. And then we just continue going.
I'd be happy with the 5 if that has a 5 on it.
It doesn't. It's
so 1 to 3.
It's 1 to 3 twice.
Okay. That's what I kind of thought. That makes sense.
So we get 2.
Ooh, it's that crazy one again. Or similar to the crazy one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. I think I have it. I'm going to steal it first.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So I could do this. But then that's going to be a weird shape to have to fill in. Which, there's those. We'll just go with it.
Brian is really good with games that you fill in, kind of like Tetris-y type games.
I'm really good at Tetris.
He's really good at Tetris. Like, I made a mistake of picking this one, but I really like these types of games.
I remember back in college, I was having an insomnia day where I just could not sleep. So I was playing Tetris on my DS, and I ended up playing for like 3 hours straight on one match, and I had over 730 lines, if I recall. And I was like so tired. Luckily, I was able to get a screenshot of it and prove to the world, yeah, I was really, really tired one night, and I did really, really well on Tetris. I can usually get over 100 pretty easy if playing a normal mode. Once you kind of get over 100, it gets a little too fast to do too much. But apparently that one night, everything was running in slow motion.
I think I've gotten 200 lines in Tetris, maybe 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. And you said we can use our little abilities and adjust. Oh wait, there's one block there. I don't want to use the ability. I want to use it later.
Let's see. I don't want to do that one because I could do that. I'm going to. I'm going to attempt this section.
There we go. I really wish this camera picked up colors better.
Like you can see your
Some of them.
your sign, like your X's and
Oh, okay.
whatnot.
As long as the X's and the O's and the diamonds and stuff. I was trying not to go off into the X's and O's song.
I was singing it in my head.
Yeah, do it in your head.
Was that me or you?
It was in front of you, so I assume it was you.
I can't remember. 2.
Oh wait, it was actually me, because I was excited
Yeah.
for 3.
Let me reroll.
Go for it.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh. Now this is a decision. Do I go ahead and work up here? Let's go for it. Yeah, if we do this this thing every month, we'll get through about 24 games by the end, so that's not too bad. And some nights we might do more. Like tonight we could have really probably done a third one. But being the first night of doing this, we wanted to see, 1, if there was any interest in it, and 2, see how it would go. Alright, so my turn. That card is gone. 2 again. So
You
1,
got your
2.
single.
I got my little one. Sweet. Oh, what color to use? Have I used this one? I haven't used this. It's just black, it looks like. Let's do green. Okay.
Okay.
That was me. That card goes away.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Thank you. That's exactly what I was hoping would come up. That gives me a really nice shape for some really nice scoring.
I think I'm gonna have to do that.
I'm trying to wonder why they put yellow in here, because it is so hard to see.
Oh, I'll just go ahead and do it.
All right. So then this will go away.
Yep. That was me.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no! Didn't want that one.
Huh. Let's see. There's really only one place for me to use that.
One, two, three, four.
I'm really curious about the math of this based on the number of shapes and stuff since we had to go through another round. What's the likelihood of running out of space before the last round, or did they math it out right where it's very unlikely for that to happen?
Alright, so we are in.
So now we're at the last round again. Yep. So we do our math again.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 36.
Four, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. How bad?
38.
And then we do another 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Okay. And then now this one, on the final turn of the game, turn 6 of round 3, you do not roll a die. Instead, each player may draw one of the remaining 3 patches of their choice. The choice need not be different. Multiple players may choose the same patch.
Okay, so we do 5 rolls. When there's 3 left, we just get to pick one of the remaining 3.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay, that was my roll, so it's your roll.
Okay. Okay, it's a 3. So it's over here to this one.
Sweet niblets.
Is it time to use a split? But man, is that a waste though? That's the question. Or would either of the shapes on either side be better? I'm going to use the split. And you said that's the scissor thing?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to do the either side one. And you just cut it once.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I did the either side one, and I took the L one. But this one goes away.
Okay. We'll figure out what shape I haven't used.
I get the L one anyways.
Oh, the L one came up? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure exactly how I feel about that.
I'm going to go ahead and use my cut. So then I can fill in
There's no 2s out
this
here.
one.
Where am I going to use that? Let me have it. You can... Oh, yeah, it's my roll, isn't it?
Yeah. So I cut mine to fill in that last little bit up here. So I got a good side square this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll get 36 for that. Without my other ones.
What I'm about to do is definitely going to stop the growth of my square here, because I don't think this is going to work out that well. And I actually just used the same color. Oops.
That's fine.
Yeah, but I was trying to keep everything from touching.
That's why I picked out 5 colors.
That's originally what I was planning on putting it down here, and I just didn't switch.
Yeah. 2. So a little L.
Let's see. What is out here? There is the ability to use that one. Oh, but we can also use the ability to go on the left or the right. I'm going to use that ability at this point. To use that.
If I do this, if I do that. But if we come back to this one, I would end up having to pass.
Oh yeah, that is true. If you use a left or right and you come across it, can you use it again?
Yeah, you can use it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna do sweet niblets. I'm gonna do this. And I'm also going to utilize my 1 block.
Okay.
Okay, this guy is gone.
Yep.
So it's my turn or your turn?
Oh no.
I can't remember.
I think it's your turn.
Okay.
So I had to roll that because I was playing with this error here.
Okay. 1.
Hey, that's the one
that's what I need.
That's literally the one I just used the ability for. So this works out well because I'm going to use that 1 block now too.
So it's getting there, gang.
Give me just a second because I used that last of that ability here. So now I need to put my little shapes on them. Okay, so that one goes away.
Yep.
And this is the last roll.
Correct.
2.
I knew that was going to happen. So I'm going to have to utilize a cut somewhere.
Yeah, it's not going to be on this one because you can use this one. I mean, nothing else. You can always steal this one and use a cut on it later. Because then you have two blocks.
That.
Okay.
Like, I was really hoping to utilize that. So that I could do this.
Oh, and I think I'm going to pull this off. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So if I use that here, use the ability to use that, and then use the stole ability. Okay.
Okay. You get that one done?
Yes. I just need to put my little symbols on them.
Okay, so on this one, we don't roll the die. Each player may draw one of the remaining 3 patches of their choice. The choice may not be like it doesn't have to be the same one as each other, or it could be the same as each other.
Okay.
So
They're all available to all of us.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to utilize this one and do another cut action.
And so you said that times 2 at the bottom allows us to reuse one of those abilities, right?
Correct. You can use it for a second time. So that's how I'm getting my cut action. Well, I only left 4 squares open.
I'll use that ability to do those.
So
So now final scoring works the same way, but we minus out.
Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my 4 there. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 36, 37, 38, 39. I'm gonna use my handy dandy calculator. I got worse this time. That first round was horrible.
I apologize, everyone. Amanda's about to get very annoyed at me.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna go ahead and show mine. I got 68.
So the
Brian
first
got 152.
not far off, but not correct. So I was able to fill out the entire board. I had no empty spaces, and because it's 9 by 9, that's 81. I have 144 points.
Oh my gosh!
Again, I apologize. You may not be able to see what that is, but it's all there.
Oh my goodness.
It came down to being able to use this one because I had a little section down here, and then be able to use that double ability to get one more little triangle in there.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's great.
There you go.
Congrats.
It's nice and colorful, and it almost worked out perfectly, except I have that same color touching.
So what did you think?
That's a lot of fun. I like these little simple games because sometimes you don't want a 9-hour, 6-hour, whatever, how many ever hours we were on playing Fallout the other day. Sometimes you just don't want games that long, and you want something that you could just toss into a bag, take it wherever, pull it out while you're having dinner, when you can go out and have dinner. And yeah, this absolutely fits that bill. I could see us taking this places whenever we just need a little filler game in between dinners and stuff like that, or just while sitting and waiting for somebody. Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's ages 8+, but I mean, realistically, you could probably get children a little younger to get the concepts of it down. Mm-hmm. So that is Patchwork Doodle.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
We'll do a Patchwork day sometime because we have one other, and then or did we finally get the Americana one?
We did not get the Americana one. We just have the original one first.
Okay. All right. So our next game is Inoka. Like we said earlier, this was one that I actually kickstarted. It's probably my second or third Kickstarter.
This game came out in 2018.
Yeah. And this one, I think this is, a lot of Kickstarters have trouble coming out on time. And if I recall correctly, this one came out pretty close to when it said it was going to. I think this one had an art book that came optionally with it. And I think that's the piece that may have got delayed a little bit, or maybe it was ahead of schedule. But yeah, this is a really cute little game from XYZ Game Labs. I get their notifications all the time on Kickstarter of other projects they've done, and I think we actually have one other game. I forget which one it is, but yeah, it's a fun little game. It's super simple. You are basically each playing warring squirrels, and basically you're trying to defeat your opponents and get the sacred stones. Nice thing about this, just like Patchwork, it's a pretty simple game. It is rock, paper, scissors on steroids. Very light steroids.
And the artwork is so cute.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm being entirely honest, I bought this game because of the art. I saw it. We always pick on people about squirrels, so yeah, this honestly was just, it's really cute. It was like $10 or something. It was super cheap. And it's going to be a fun game. I think we're going to have a good bit of fun with it. But it unfortunately sat on our shelves for a little while. So, tonight, that ends. The night. So, make sure you have your deck. we've already kind of set up a lot of this. So, like I said, it's rock, paper, scissors. And the different symbols on these cards represent the attack or whatever you want to call it. So this with a paw is a taunt. You're going to see like a little arrowhead, that's attack, and then you're going to see a little shield, that's defend. And the way it works is basically, let me see if I can get this right. Attack defeats taunt. No, that's attack defeats taunt. Taunt beats block. Block beats attack.
Yeah.
And it is illustrated on here, but it's not clear until you understand it. So the big symbol is the symbol of the card itself. The card above it is telling you what beats it, and the thing below it is what it defeats. Yeah. I'm going to verify that before we continue on, making sure I'm explaining that correct. But I believe that's the wrong rules. What are the smaller rules?
Are they in the box?
Maybe I put them back in the box. Nope. I've put them somewhere on this table. It's not like there's that much on this table. Yeah, so attack. So let me see one of your cards again. Bloop. So yeah, in this case, what this is saying is this is defeated by attack, and this defeats shield. So it goes top to bottom basically as around the thing. So attack is going to beat this. This is going to beat defend, and you're going to see that iconology on all of them. The only other thing you're going to see other than the awesome artwork is on each of the different cards there's going to be a little scratches, little marks coming off of the suit that it is. In this case, there's 3. That means it's a taunt level 3. Now, in terms of if it's going against a attack or a shield, those numbers don't matter. Those come into play when another player is playing the same thing. So what we're going to do is we're each going to pick cards. We're going to lay one down. We're going to have them both face down and flip them up. And then we're going to resolve that conflict. And it's going to go to the rock, paper, scissors, as I just mentioned. And if there's ever a tie, we default to which one has the most little marks on it. If there's still a tie, no one wins the round. So it's a very simple game because each player is going to receive 9 cards. And they're going to have they're going to have 3 attacks, 3 defense, and 3 taunts. And each of them is going to be leveled 1 through 3. So you're going to have an attack 1, an attack 2, an attack 3, a defend 1, 2, 3, taunt 1, 2, 3. So you have 9 cards. Everybody's cards are exactly the same. And what we're going to do at the beginning of the round is we're going to pick out 5 of these cards that we get to pick to build our little hand that turn. And then we're going to fight it out. Now, you're going to have these little tokens out here. This little leaf is token is basically whenever somebody wins an attack, they will take the leaf token. The leaf token shows that they have the advantage. If while they have the leaf token, they win another match, they get to win the round taking one of these little sacred stones. They'll put it in front of them. Everything resets. Players will reselect cards and repeat. The first player to get 3 of these sacred stones wins. Now, a single box of the game will support up to 4 players. And we're going to just talk about the 2-player rules. But for the most part, the rules work very similar in higher player counts. It's just you have little mini clashes that may happen if there's ties. But if you have 2 boxes of Inoka, you can put them together and actually have a full 8-player game. And with the game being so small, I didn't actually pick up a second copy, which I now regret. But I think, based on the size of this and the contents, I think you could actually put all of 2 boxes into a single box, so then you're not having to carry around 2 boxes for a bigger game. I'm fairly confident that everything would fit in 1 box. So, trying to take it off to see.
Yeah, I wanted to open the box to see.
Also, why I also think that it'll hold it is there's also a nice little bag.
Unfortunately, I can't open it.
There's a nice little bag that also comes with the game that you can technically put your cards into. So if you don't put this in there, this will easily hold both boxes of games. With it, it's still probably going to, but it might be just a hair tight. But anyways, enough talking about what this game is. We're going to actually play it. So I just wanted to be very thorough. Oh yeah, and there's in the game, they only needed 9 of these little punch tokens, and they had a 10th spot, so they just made a little tiny one of these little
nice.
tokens. Because this one's actually it's actually wood. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's wood. It's like some kind of cardboard wood thing. I don't know. It looks like a very light wood.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not cardstock. I can verify that unless they've finished it on the outside as well. Anyways, move this stuff
That's
out of the
cool.
way.
And we pick 5 cards.
Pick any 5 cards that you want to build to be your strategy.
Okay.
And the reason, what's neat about being able to pick out the cards, because if we just use all the cards, you could count other players' cards and be like, that person's used all their attacks, that person's only got 1 taunt left and 2 defense. So I would know what to play. But because you're picking out just 5, you can build any assortment that you want. You can go attack heavy, you can go defense heavy, taunt heavy, or just a little mixture of like 2, 2, and 5. You can do whatever you want to build out your strategy. So, let's see.
What are you picking? Cards. How many are you picking?
12. Yeah, let's see. I'm just kind of going into this picking. I'm honestly just looking at the artwork.
I know, the artwork is really cute.
Yeah, I'm going to do a review of this at some point in time, and I'm totally going to take pictures of every single one of these cards because,
they're really
again,
cute.
The artwork is honestly what sold me on this game. It's really, really cute.
Are they squirrels or are they chipmunks?
I think they're chipmunks. I think I misspoke. Let's look.
They look like chipmunks.
I think they are chipmunks. I'm pretty sure.
Which is a descendant of the squirrels, but...
Yeah, I think that's what they are. Anyways, we'll look that up later. Now, we clash. So pick 1 card and place it face down in front of you.
You're going down, Moats.
Reveal. Okay, so
I'm going down.
So you have played a defense 1, and I've played a taunt 3. I probably played too high. So based on the iconology, the taunts beat the shield, so I take the advantage on this attack. Okay, now we play another card. Reveal. Okay, I was foolish to think that I could play 2 taunts in a row. So she defeats me with an attack, and she takes the advantage.
Yeah.
So we put these over to the side. We continue. And basically you want to keep doing this until you can get a win while you're holding the token. Now, if by some chance we get to the 5th card and nobody has managed to do the advantage and win a token, whoever has that token wins the round. Okay, so I was going to... Oh, man. Okay, so we both played a shield, but I only played a 2 defend. She played a 3 defend. So she wins the round because she has the token, and she gets a Sacred Stone. Now Sacred Stone comes back to the middle. We pick up our cards, and we repeat the process.
And we pick new.
Or you do the same, but I recommend new cards. The new other opponent doesn't know what you're doing. But yeah, that's basically how the game's going to work. It's just a rock, paper, scissors.
The artwork is so pretty. Like, there's one card in here that it actually doesn't look like a chipmunk. It looks like a kitty cat.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it kind of looks like Boots from Shrek.
Alright, I'm just going to double check because we've played one round. I want to make sure everything is good. Again, this is the first time we're actually playing this game, so it's good to always verify the rules, make sure everything is good.
Yeah, we've decided each month for the first Thursday of the month, we're going to each pick a game off of our Shelf of Opportunity to play a game of. So So hopefully by the end of the year, if we continue with this fashion, we'll get 24 games off of our shelves of opportunity.
Yeah, and I'm sure there'll be a weekend that we'll maybe do a weekend where we do a small stream.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I played a taunt against her defend, so I get the advantage here.
I should have known you would go taunt. Now, what happens if we play the same exact card?
If we play the same exact card and same exact number, nobody wins that round.
Okay.
Or no one wins that clash, and the token stays in front of the person who has it.
Okay.
I believe. And the token does not move and proceeds to the next clash.
Ha!
So I played this wrong because I should have done it the other way around. I don't know why I thought playing two taunts in the row exactly like I did last round was going to turn out any differently. Because it didn't. Okay, so she played a defense. I played an attack, which she is strong against attack. She wins.
Yes!
She has the advantage. I'm good at playing Tetris games. I'm not good at these little war games. We play rock, paper, scissors a lot to decide who's going to be the first player. And I don't know why. It's just consciously we always play the first thing the same almost every time.
Yeah.
And then we'll each go the one direction the opposite way. But I've learned that if I go ahead and just play the same thing twice in a row, it often works out in my favor. But apparently not in a card game. So we'll see. I'll get her this time. My warrior squirrel shall win. You know, I should have known it wasn't going to work three times in a row. Okay. Will I play a taunt again? Will I? Maybe? Maybe I didn't even draw taunts. Maybe I just went crazy this time and just drew all attack. Okay, so Aw. Did I just lose the game that quickly? Man, I'm really bad at rock, paper, scissors games. Yep.
Because you're a sword. Sword beats taunt.
Oh yeah, sword beats taunt. I was getting worried. Okay, I actually get that. Okay, so I need to get a win out of this. So how am I gonna do this? We played both the same exact defend 3. Nobody wins this clash. We continue on. The token stays in front of me. We both played a taunt too. So it comes down to whatever we had left in our hand.
I love it.
So we both played a attack 2. So the token was in front of me at the end of the round. I win a stone. I'm at least not going to lose entirely. I'm excited by that. That was a lot of clashes.
That really was.
You just asked me, what happens when? And it just happened.
Yep. I don't want you to know which ones I'm picking. Already? Jiminy Christmas.
Maybe I'm going to taunt you again. Maybe I'm going to play every round the same exact way. I did, but you played better.
And this is one that reminds me of Boots from Shrek. There we go.
Okay, so you get the advantage.
Now, what would you play?
Maybe I just got all taunts.
You could have gotten
every card in my hand's a taunt. Don't ask me how I got 2 extra taunts. Maybe I went over here when you weren't looking and took taunts out of the extra player cards. But would I do that? Would I just keep playing taunts? I would, but I would lose because of that.
But you have a 3 to my 2.
But numbers don't matter.
Okay, awesome. I win.
Yeah.
I'm victorious!
I literally was just going to play the
It's okay, I almost did that.
So yeah, let's show off some of our favorites. Like, this is the Defender with this little shield.
I had that one in my hand too.
Shield with all kinds of arrows.
This one's really cute.
Then you got your little shaman, I would say that's basically. And I don't know what all you've shown. I don't know if you've shown the taunt one, but the taunt one is really cute.
Yeah. Like, they're all super cute.
Yeah.
Like, they did a very good job on the artwork. Like, it's really, really cute.
Yeah, and like I said, they actually did have a art book for this game, if my memory serves correctly. It has been... I guess I would have ordered it probably in early 2018 or late 2017, probably. But, yeah.
Because I feel like we got, Build-A-Cure, and then we backed that one.
Yeah, I think
because Build-A-Cure was our very first Kickstarter backer.
Pretty sure that was correct. And then from there, it just kind of was a slippery slope.
Which I have an amazing one coming sometime in the first quarter this year called the Night Cage. It's currently on Tabletopia and Tabletop Simulator if you want to play it. It's really good. I can't wait for the physical.
And it's from Smirk and Dagger / it's the Dagger line.
It's the Dagger line for this one.
So if you've ever seen us play like Not So Fast, what are some
Tower of Madness,
Cinder,
not Sudoku,
Cinder.
Well, Cinder too, but Shobu.
Oh yeah, Shobu. So we play a lot of their games. We really like a lot of their line.
Yes.
We have Biotics that we've never done a stream for, but we've played it a lot.
That one's a fun one.
And then they've got the Candyman line.
Mm-hmm.
Candyman?
Yeah.
Gingerbread Man? Yeah.
The Candyman. And they also have Koi. Koi has pretty artwork in that one too.
God, Koi is really pretty.
But yeah, so that was our 2 games for January of our Shelf of Opportunity playthroughs. Next week, we are playing a dexterity game called Crash Factor.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Brian got it in to do a review of it, and it's really neat. It's complex. It's spacey sort of themed, where you're like competing to get
I know the
planets.
box doesn't tell you a lot.
Yeah, the box doesn't tell you a whole lot because it's
Go over here. Yeah, so the reason it's not going to have a whole lot on the box itself is because the people who did this it's self-published. So I think their idea is they're selling it self-published with the hopes of someday maybe finding a publisher who wants to pick it up from them and go from there. But yeah, we'll be doing I'll be doing a review over the next week on this, and we'll also be playing it next Thursday. Trying to think of the best way to describe it. It is I'm having hiccups. It is a dexterity balancing strategy game, because what it is you have a pillar with a little rubber ball on there, and then on top of that you have a platform that is going to sit on it, and it's going to sit on a piece of like sandpaper basically that's on the bottom, and it's going to stay there and be balanced. And somehow it works. I think it's because the way it's eliminating the friction between the or increasing the friction, whichever way that, I guess, increasing the friction between the sandpaper and the rubber ball. And what you're going to basically be doing is putting weights on it, and it's going to tip to a crazy degree and not slip off of there because of it having a good stick on there. And you're going to basically, you can either play it with no math, not thinking about the math, just playing the dexterity side of it, and it works just fine. But they also have math stuff in there because this is like a STEM game, where you can try to figure out where on the thing, and there's like little marks that tell you like the center of gravity. They have a term for it, GFV, gravity something factor value. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it'll basically tell you if you go past the number 10 on, like, you multiply the weight of the thing by the line, and if you go past 10, it will fall. But if you get it at just 10, just perfectly, and there's nothing else on it balances. It's like this, but it will stay. It's really, really neat. So if you like STEMmy style games that you can either look at the math and the physics side of it a lot, or you just like a very unique dexterity game, check us out next Thursday because we're going to be streaming it. We'll probably play a couple games because the games, for the most part, once you kind of get into a groove, they're pretty quick. But it's a very unique game that I'm very excited to be showing off and getting to review. So
yeah, and if you liked our playthroughs tonight, be sure to subscribe, hit the follow and whatnot, and comment and let us know what other games you'd like us to try out. We're still trying to plan out the rest of January, but at least we know each first Thursday of the month we'll be doing our little Shelf of Opportunity game. So,
and we are continuously trying to figure out better setups. So you'll notice we have a lot of stuff around trying to get this to work, but we are trying to improve this. We have a lot of fun doing the streams, even if nobody watches us. So we are hoping to get some new lighting to kind of help with the shadows and all that stuff. So hopefully here by February, we'll have some more lights in here that will kind of help with that. And hopefully we'll figure out some more of this stuff and try to make the streaming experience a little better. As we've said before, we really want to try to get people involved. So if you're interested in playing some games with us, I know we have one friend who we were going to play with on Christmas, but then we were both not feeling well. So we'll be reaching out to people who tell us that hey, I would like to play a game with you guys online. So we'll be working out those, but we are trying to get more involved. We're a much more in-person group, so we like playing games with people in person. So we're adapting because it looks like we're going to be like this a little bit longer. So. Yeah.
And also, we're trying to tie in our puppy girls into the videos. They don't play games with us, but they're cute to look at.
Hey, they'll play if there's a rope toy involved.
They do play if there's a rope toy involved. And like I said, Bella had surgery this week, and this morning when I brought her in from outside time, she went over and grabbed a rope toy. It was shaking it around, so she is starting to feel a lot better, so I'm glad about that.
Yeah. So, anyways, we'll be doing more of this. Also, what we'll try to do as well is on the wvgamers.org website, obviously that's where a lot of our reviews are. We also have a calendar on there that was a lot more useful when we were doing in-person demos. So you can find out where we are, where we're going to be demoing games. But I think that'll be a place where we'll put this type of stuff. And also, some conventions are slowly coming back.
Slowly. We're actually going to participate in an online one at the end of the month, the day before your birthday.
Yeah, on the 23rd. It's partnered between Lexicon and Charcon. I cannot remember what it is. Demicon?
Cincinicon.
Is it Demicon? Is that what they're calling it? We just found out about it from our friend Travis at Queen Games.
I can't remember the name.
I feel like it's Demicon, but we'll talk more about it next week as it's getting a little bit closer. But it's an online convention that I think it's free. You just kind of sign up for games.
That's what it looks like. It's going to be a free attendance one. So Brian and I are going to sign up and run a number of different games via online platform. Maybe I'll run like a Patchwork and throw up the digital coloring sheet for it, or maybe color it with Haba or something like that to get people involved, so they're not physically having to move the mouse in like Tabletop Simulator or whatnot, but doing stuff at home, maybe with their kids or whatnot. So. And
I'll probably run a lot more of the digital games because I'm a lot more used to doing games on Tabletopia, Tabletop Simulator, Cervanti, which is a up and coming platform that I think they have a new announcement coming tomorrow.
They do, with new games that are coming to that platform.
So it's kind of exciting to hear what's coming from them. They've got, I want to say like 12-ish games up right now. So it's not a huge selection, but the good thing about the games that are on that platform is they are fully scripted. They are very good quality. They're fully scripted. So, like if you're playing Sushi Go, you pick your cards and it does all the scoring for you. It passes the cards along. It's not finicky like it is in other platforms. So, we'll definitely be doing some demos with that at some point in time as well. We do demos with them on Tuesdays anyways, so we'll probably do some of that with the convention. Yeah. But anyways, we hope you all had a great New Year, and we will see you all next week. And look for more of our reviews that'll be coming out this weekend.
Yeah, we'll see you next Thursday.
Later.
Bye.